Get a practice with Damiris today. What do you feel like she can add to this team if she's able to hit the floor for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, she's a presence in the post. She's also can shoot the ball really well from outside the three.
The Indiana Fever are now in a situation where they have no Dantas if I'm not mistaken, till the Sparks.
The Indiana Fever are thinking of trading away a 6'4" scoring and rebounding machine. For what? Fans are furious, and honestly, they have every right to be. Why trade someone who just dropped 21 points a game internationally for a player whose numbers are declining? Let's break down why this rumored swap for Hines-Allen is driving Fever fans wild. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great! Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Found who the Indiana Fever are going to be bringing in when Dantas is at. Who the Indiana Fever might have been bringing in.
Part of the team and insert yourself into what they've been doing already.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait for this moment. I work hard to be ready to help my teammates or help this team.
Imagine losing the one player who gives your team a physical edge in a league where size and defense are everything. That's the nightmare Indiana Fever fans are living right now. The trade rumor started when ESPN floated the idea of sending Damiris Dantas to the Washington Mystics in exchange for Hines-Allen. It's the kind of suggestion that immediately got fans talking, and not in a good way. Within hours, message boards, social media threads, and group chats were full of reactions, many of them boiling down to one question. Why would the Fever even consider this?
That's kind of the main thing is I think they're just looking for players. I think they're just looking for bodies. Like Klianikova was available. Dantas is genuinely gone for 4 or 5 games, and it's not a good spell either. So the Indiana Fever are in a rough position.
Now, Dantas hasn't had a smooth ride with Indiana this season. Her averages are down, and there have been games where she's disappeared offensively. But her defenders have a theory. It's not about her skills, it's about the system. On the Brazilian national team, Dantas is a monster, averaging an impressive 21.4 points per game while playing a key role as a stretch big. She can hit from beyond the arc, punish smaller defenders inside, and hold her ground defensively against taller players. That kind of versatility doesn't just grow on trees, especially for a team that desperately needs size in the front court. So why are fans so against Hines-Allen as the return in this trade? It's more than just nostalgia or attachment to Dantas. Hines-Allen, a multi-positional forward, has seen her three-point shooting drop below 30% this season. Her role with the Dallas Wings has shrunk, leaving her averaging fewer minutes and points. Fever fans see this as a step backward, trading away proven international talent with potential to thrive for a player who wouldn't solve the team's core problems. Why trade away our size when we already struggle against bigger teams? Read one comment on Twitter. Many others echoed, "This is how teams stay stuck in mediocrity."
Don't know if they can bring in. I think they might be able to bring in a hardship player for Bonner being gone. I don't know. They might have to re-sign somebody for good, and it might mean they might re-sign a big.
I bring everything. More energy. I have experience. I played this league for, I think, 9 or 8 years.
But here's the kicker. This trade wouldn't just hurt the Fever in the short term. It could derail their entire defensive identity. Fans see Dantas as a player built for success within the right system, and giving her away now could be a colossal waste. So, what should the Fever actually do to turn things around? Let's talk about how this team could unleash its full potential. This isn't just about one trade. It's about the direction of the entire Indiana Fever franchise. What if they made decisions that actually set them up to dominate? Picture this. Caitlin Clark running the show as a generational talent, with the team surrounding her with players who bring size, defense, and three-point scoring. That's the blueprint for success, but trading away Damiris Dantas doesn't fit that vision. It's the kind of move that could turn into a step backward for a team desperate to move forward. Here's why this trade would hurt. The Fever are already struggling in the paint. Without rim protection and rebounding,
I think her all around. I think, is she an upgrade on Bree Turner? Sure. I think that's the way we have to look at it. Is she better than Bree Turner? But can she play in Caitlin's system? Hell no. Hell no. The Indiana Fever are now in a situation where they have no Dantas they have no Dantas, if I'm not mistaken, till the Sparks.
teams like the Las Vegas Aces and Connecticut Sun can tear them apart inside. Now, subtract Dantas from the equation, a 6' 4" forward whose size alone helps cover defensive gaps, and replace her with Maisha Hines-Allen, who at 6 feet 1" can't provide the same presence. This leaves the Fever even more exposed under the basket. Physical dominance has become key in today's WNBA, and losing Dantas would make it so much harder for Indiana to compete against the league's top contenders. But it's not just about her size. Dantas has proven she can thrive in high-stakes moments. Look at her performances during the FIBA Women's AmeriCup, where she averaged 21.4 points and scored 35 in a championship game against Team USA. That's a player who can shine when the pressure is highest. Now compare that to Chloe Bivens, the 6'2" three-point shooter the Fever recently added.
Did a practice with Damiris today. What do you feel like she can add to this team if she's able to hit the floor for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, she's a presence in the post. She's also can shoot the ball really well from outside the threes.
And by the way, I don't even mind with Dantas. I think Dantas I think there has been good and bad things for Damiris Dantas this year. I think Dantas should have played yesterday. I think they might have won the game had they played Dantas. I'm not joking.
Bivens offers a stretch option, sure, but she's still unproven at a professional level. Banking on her to fill Dantas' role seems premature at best. If Indiana keeps Dantas and focuses on unlocking her potential, they could pair her with Clark to create something special. Imagine a powerful front court built around Dantas' experience and Clark's explosive offense. But the question is, will the Fever make decisions to build that future? Or is this just another chapter of what could have been? At the end of the day, this trade isn't just about Dantas or Hines-Allen. It's about whether the Fever want to build a team that can truly compete, or one that keeps spinning its wheels.
What their next marketing campaign is going to be to sell more t-shirts and to flex on the rest of the league. I think they're more worried about that than they are about the players.
Yeah, it's tough to say that I haven't seen those in those moments because she hadn't been in the gym with us and working out. But I know that they're together away from the gym. I know they do a good job of keeping her involved.
Fans already see the potential this team has with the right pieces, and they're passionate about keeping players who can contribute to long-term success. Fever fans, your voices matter. Let the front office know what kind of team you want to see on the floor. Let's hope the Fever make the right call, because with the right moves, this team could be unstoppable.